ladies and gentlemen.
Good evening, everybody. Joe Tessitore and Teddy Atlas welcoming you to the MGM Grand here on the Vegas Strip in beautiful for tonight's main event. 10 rounds in the middleweight division. Each man comes into this fight supremely confident, expecting to deliver a W. Mr. Untouchable's the kind of fighter who you just know has no... 10 rounds slated in the books tonight. Here's the first. He loves popping that jab. I mean, he will target your head and set up everything else off of that punch.
Well, he'll push you back a little bit off the jab, and then he fools you a little bit. You know, he's a little bit of a magician, a little sleight of hand. Then he makes you feel like he's going to push you back again, and he'll step back, and he'll counter you. But that jab is what makes it all happen.
Well, for a guy who likes to fight on the outside, what would be #1 on his to-do list, Teddy?
Control range. Make sure that he's punching at the right distance and at the right time. You're too late punching. That shorter man, he's in close already.
Dismisses his opponent's headshot. The killer's putting his punches together now. That's a nice combination. Halfway through round #1.
Stay away from the inside.
Good combination to the head. The killer's defense is paying off now. Little head hunting with the left. Well-targeted two-punch combo by Mr. Untouchable. Took a shot, now he gives a left. And count down the final moments of this round. Mr. Untouchable showing off a real boxing IQ in that last round. Just fighting smart. I mean, not just reckless aggression, but smart, accurate punching.
And talking about IQs, it's being led by that left jab, an educated left jab. A jab that talks a little bit, talks a couple languages. I mean, he's hooking off it, he's uppercutting off it, he's doubling up on it. Good job.
Blocks that punch. Protecting his head well with his guard. The killer's combination punching is working well here. Gets rid of that. It was intended for his head. The killer's way off the mark. That punch didn't have a chance. Halfway through this round here. A crushing two-punch combo by Mr. Untouchable. He got hit right there, but he also gave one. Solid effort by the killer. Mr. Untouchable's almost looking foolish that time he missed so badly. Good counter punch.
Keep the distance. Come on, get
The killer's proving to be elusive. A good two-punch combo by Mr. Untouchable. The killer's impressing the judges and himself with that right hand. Final 10 seconds of round #2. The killer's got to find a way to land more of these punches. It's okay to throw punches, but not if they're just drifting off to space.
Absolutely, and space is in. He's in space. He's too far away. He has to get the right range.
There's a nice left hand able to get in. Nice strike after catching one by the killer. That was a miss by Mr. Untouchable. Frustrating his opponent with great defense. Double jab by Mr. Untouchable.
Keep it going.
He gets hit, but he gives it right back. Mr. Untouchable's got speed, no doubt about it. You can see his ability to land combinations with ease.
Yeah, but what you want to see now is how effective he is down the road with that speed. Does he place his punches? Is he intelligent with that speed?
And the old 1-2 by Mr. Untouchable. Coming to the halfway point of this third round. Comes across with a hook up top.
Side to side, move your head.
Good return fire that time. The killer's at his best when the combinations are landing. He scored well there with that combo. Threw the straight right hand, but didn't score with it.
Come on, kid, focus. That's what I want to see.
Mr. Untouchable's well off the mark that time. Last 10 seconds of round number 3.
Nice work, kid.
Mr. Untouchable's up around here after 3 rounds on Teddy's scorecard, but really nobody has distinguished themselves to any great amount so far.
Keep working the body.
He's in a good rhythm defensively here. Teddy, what is that, a credit to his ability to anticipate?
You know, also, it's the teaching. Let's give the trainers credit. Of course, let's give his background of the amateurs credit, but he learned how to get away from punches. This is technique that we taught to him.
That is exactly what the corner wanted to see. A good combination punch by Mr. Untouchable. Not getting it done with that straight right hand.
Pace yourself.
Mr. Untouchable's coming through now beautifully. That's the combination punching he wants to put forth.
Stay on the outside.
Good right hand. Great work offensively landing that combination by Mr. Untouchable. Mr. Untouchable swinging and missing like he's at bat right there. That punch was nowhere near his opponent.
Keep moving, keep moving. Keep moving, keep moving.
The killer's gonna think about the next time he throws a punch because he just got hit by a good solid counter.
You're not focusing. There you go.
Well, his opponent is opening up and coming forward, so I would think there's some opportunities that exist.
Yeah, I think some counter-punching opportunities. Opportunities not on the front end, but on the back end.
Takes one to give one. He comes back with a right hand. 4th round now with its last 10 seconds. This has been a hotly contested war throughout, and you just have a sense that it's going to end at any moment in these later rounds.
Yeah, these guys are not saving anything. They're going for broke right from the beginning.
You have to keep your distance.
And we are back underway. Another round in a fight that's been very entertaining, but I wouldn't want to be a judge. This is one of those fights that could go either way. A little give and take, and here comes the left hand. Tried to land that upstairs and was off the mark. Mr. Untouchable's got a little something coming back at him. A counter punch scored. The killer's able to land a nice, clean left hand. Oh, they both land flush with uppercuts. Mr. Untouchable so dangerous with that accuracy. A two-punch combination landing. Smart boxing here. Good effective work with the counter punch by Mr. Untouchable. This deep into the fight, and they're both like runaway trains, non-stop.
They're finding out things that they never knew about each other. They're finding it out to our benefit, where we can sit back and enjoy it.
Come on, kid, box!
And now that backhand, the straight left hand, scores well for him. Mr. Untouchable's punch didn't come close.
No need to be on the inside.
That is boxing 101. A nice, crisp combination by Mr. Untouchable.
Finish with the hook.
Good solid shots with the combo downstairs. That left hand over the top, he's accurate with it. One of those fights we're at the halfway point. I wouldn't even venture a guess as to what the scorecard should look like. And I don't know that it even matters. All I know is this. Both guys have brought their A game. Both guys have come here to fight tonight.
What you know is that it's become a real war of wills. Two stubborn guys, and they're going to continue to argue right to the end.
You need to cover up.
Back to live action now in what has been a closely contested fight. One of those fights that somebody is still waiting to break through and be a difference maker in. Comes right back at him with a left hand. A headshot blocked. That's great stuff. He fires one right back after taking one. Gotta love the work by the killer. Tucks those elbows in, blocks the body shot.
Circle him. Move, move. Punch.
Staying away from those headshots with his defense up top. The killer's doing exactly what we expected him to do. He laid out the game plan. I want to win it on the outside. The jab's been there all night.
Yeah, well, that's where it starts if you want to win it on the outside. You know, you're not going to do it with your feet. This is not kickboxing. You know, you're going to do it with your jab. And that's exactly, it's boxing 101. Control range, control distance, control the jab.
Nice work, nice work.
Right to the head with that right. Block and a score. The killer's showing you what it takes to be the best in this business. Good, crisp combos. Digs in with a good, solid uppercut after taking one.
Pace yourself.
Working our way towards the bell. Last 10 seconds of the sixth. And that's the end of round 6. The killer's corner has been in positions like this with other fighters. And sometimes it doesn't go your way. You get a moment to gather yourself here. You're leading on the scorecards, but you still have to stand up and deliver. See, he's got his guard up really well that time, and it protects his head. The killer's landing a combination here. That's what he does when he's at his very best. He just gave his opponent a really good taste of how fast his hand speed is.
Yeah, you know, a lot of times we talk about power, and we see that power, you know, can damage a guy right away, obviously, and it can intimidate an opponent. But hand speed can do the same thing, and I think it's intimidating right now to his opponent. He's afraid to let that jab go because he might get countered with one of those lightning right hands.
hook was well off the mark. The killer's putting forth that hard work he did in training camp there, landing a crisp combination.
Work the body, kid. Body shots.
Come on. Get focused. Stay down the body.
Double up your jab.
Well, that was his intention, and that's what he's doing. Not engaging in the fight, but clinching. Mr. Untouchable's the kind of boxer that wants to do just that. Find the target, get the combination working, land both punches. 10 seconds to go in the 7th. The killer's able to land a good, solid left hand.
Keep this fight in the center of the ring, okay? Okay, listen. Body and head, body and head. Double up with your punches.
Teddy's scorecard through 7 rounds. He's got a commanding lead right now, and he's just been the more effective guy, Teddy. I love what he's doing. He's picking his spots, and when he does throw punches, they are purposeful.
Yeah, they are. He's making everything count. As you said, he's got a reason for everything he does in there, and that's because he's calm. See, that's a talent, too. We always look at the other talents that are easier to wrap our minds around, you know, power, speed, but how about being calm, where you can see things, you can control things. This guy's a calm son of a gun.
The killer's doing well here with that 2-punch combination. There's the hook. And he comes right back with the headshot. And now he's targeting upstairs. Comes right back with a shot of his own.
Left and right. Keep doing what you're doing.
Oh, a nice 2-punch combo by Mr. Untouchable. There's the headshot, but he parries it away. Needs to improve that accuracy. Missed with the headshot. The killer's giving his opponent fits right here. His head movement is making for such an elusive target.
Yes, it is. Now the opponent has to make an adjustment. He has to realize that he's finding air more than he's finding any surface up top. So go downstairs to the place that's not moving, down to the body. That is starting to take away some of that head movement.
More than 1 punch downstairs. That can be damaging. Last 10 seconds of the 8th round. The killer's got to be in control of things after that round. This is a good fight, very good fight. I give his opponent credit, but I do believe he's ahead on the scorecard.
Yeah, but you want to keep that carrot out in front of him. Keep him running after something, you know? The worst thing is all of a sudden he thinks he's got the carrot, and he's sitting there, he's chomping away at it, and guess what? The tortoise goes right past him. Or in this case, his opponent gets his hand risen.
Nice jabs there by Mr. Untouchable. Just misses with that headshot. Seemingly in control, and now maybe out of control after getting hit there.
But what you just said, Joe, that is really what's the enemy of his right now, is nothing was coming at him. He was winning too easily. And for a minute, he let up, and bang.
Mr. Untouchable showing you that sublime. Can you believe that? What a change in moves. Look at that. He goes down thanks to a swarming attack. He got caught up in a mixer blade there.
2.
So he is able to get up to his feet after that knockdown. But, Teddy, it's what's ahead that's the problem.
Yeah, we're getting a peek right now into his heart, into his soul.
Mr. Untouchable's putting his punches together now. That's a nice combination. one. The right hand scores well.
Relax, relax.
Blocks that punch.
Oh, keep your distance.
Good step back, counter punch there.
Beautiful.
He missed with that headshot. Very nice work there. Jab, uppercut. Last 10 seconds of the 9th round. The killer's blocking ability is doing well for him there. Listen, that's the kind of round that puts fans on their feet, but the kind of round that gets a corner man anxious. What do you tell a guy after he's been in a back-and-forth brawl like that?
Move your head. Keep your hands up. You know, don't get caught with those shots. We worked in the gym to get away from those shots. And one other thing, we got to give him a little confidence. Remind him, hey, we trained for a tough fight. You're ready for this.
Super two-punch combo by Mr. Untouchable. Comes right back at him with a left hand. Mr. Untouchable's trying to get back in this round after being knocked down in the last round. But with just 60 seconds between rounds, Teddy, how much can really happen? How much can really benefit a fighter who was knocked down?
Well, a lot has to happen. First of all, you hit him with that sponge. Some cold water on top of the head where you revigorate him a little bit. You know, get his senses back a little bit. And you have to talk to him. Once he calms down, once you physically get him back on track, you look to see if he's okay, and then you have to tell him why he got dropped to begin with.
Nice combination. Jab, uppercut to the head. The killer's absorbing a hook.
Stay away from those.
Mr. Untouchable's missing the mark by a mile. That just was nowhere to be found. And now he's acting like a fighter. Coming back with the right hand after getting scored upon. The killer's able to avoid that punch.
Punch and move. You're still not moving enough. Move, move.
And he returns on that exchange. Lands flush with the two-punch combo by Mr. Untouchable. Oh, he took some damage, but he gave some back with the right hand.
Double up the jab. Body shot.
Well, you should have your judge's license taken away if you don't see this one the obvious way, Teddy.
If one of these judges dare go another direction with this, I want their picture up on a post office board.
Most wanted poster.
Yes, sir.
Well, right now what we want is to hear those obvious scorecards, so let's send it up to the ring. Seemed like he was destined to win throughout the fight. Teddy, your scorecard showed that, and the judges agree. Unanimous decision.
Yeah, he was destined to win because he kept using that jab all night long and outworking his opponent.
Good, enjoyable, entertaining fight it was. For Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore saying thanks for being with us.